Hey guys, Jason Cardamone here. We're at the end of day 2 here of Tony Robbins' Date with Destiny, and so you're going to hear me a little bit out of breath on this clip, and that's because I just ran all the way. I'm about a quarter mile, maybe between a little bit over a quarter mile, about half a mile away to the convention center, and so I ran all the way back here, and the whole way I was chanting an affirmation. And so basically we were, towards the end of the seminar tonight, they were talking about the power of affirmations and how, hold on, actually they're not affirmations, they are, I should know this because I've heard them a million times, I do these all the time, incantations versus affirmations. Now there's 3 things, and I'll tell you why I'm out of breath in just a minute. First you have to get the lesson. So the 3 things for an incantation versus the one thing. An affirmation is just words. An affirmation is something like, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. And notice how you just mostly hear words, you don't see a lot of things going on. That would be an affirmation. An incantation physically gets this in your nervous system. There's 3 things that you have to involve to get things pounded into your nervous system. So one of them is language. So if you picture it as a triangle, let's say the one over here is language. Now an affirmation I was just doing, that uses the same words. I like myself. I like myself. Now I want you guys to notice something different when I do I like myself as an incantation. I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Now there's 2 other things going on, and one of them is very obvious. The kinesiology, the physiology. My body, you just saw me, I think my head was probably going off the screen there. I'm jumping around. If you also notice, the words themselves got louder, and if you were looking even closer, I actually smiled more. And what you can't tell, so the physiology is the one, let's say that's the bottom part here, the triangle. Now the other piece over here, which is hard for you to experience, because it's internal to me, it's my focus. And what my focus was literally on the feeling of me liking myself. I'm not just sitting here saying the language, I like myself, I like myself. I'm literally getting my physiology involved, and literally the focus part is thinking about what does that mean? If you liked yourself, how does that feel inside? And focusing on that feeling. And I'm not going to go into that in detail because I want to allow you guys to do that on your own if you dare to. So, and so the whole dare part, I want to tell you guys this experience I just had. So, we were doing a few incantations at the end of the seminar tonight, and it's, by the way, it's 1:30 in the morning right now. So the last hour or so we've been doing a couple incantations, and they explained everything I just explained to you guys. And what happens is that in an incantation, it literally gets inside your nervous system, and that's why it actually works. I actually will like myself if I do that enough times. Now you can sit there for the rest of your life and say, I like myself, I like myself. And internally, if your focus is saying, yeah, whatever, you idiot, we actually hate ourselves because I'm overweight, I treat my family like crap, my business sucks, my work life sucks, my whole life sucks. So internally, if your subconscious mind is saying all that, but you're over here saying, I like myself, it's false, and it doesn't actually penetrate your subconscious mind. So you have to drive it in your subconscious mind through your physiology and through the focus. So, back to my story. So we're leaving, and our trainer at the very end, he was basically like, okay, now I want you guys, you can pick anyone, we did probably about 5 or 10 different ones, and several of them were actually from an Hour of Power, which I'll talk to you guys about that some other time, because this is like the Date with Destiny video. So I want to tell you about this experience. They tell us to choose an incantation or choose several of them, and I want you, when you leave this seminar tonight, it's not about talking to other people, it's not about complaining about how tired you are or how hungry you are or anything. It's about, I want you guys saying incantations all the way back to your hotel room, and even until your head hits the pillow. And so as I started walking out of the center, a lot of people are just talking to themselves. We didn't even leave the room yet. So people are kind of talking to them, okay, maybe that's just in the room. Once they get out in the hall, they'll take it seriously. I get out in the hall and nobody's saying anything, or very few people. They're kind of whispering it, looking around, but it's very, very few people. So I actually filled my water bottle up so I can have it for tomorrow. And I decided to take it upon myself to be a leader and not be a follower. And I'm going to lead these people and show them you can look like an idiot, be a little crazy or outrageous, or maybe the best word, which is what I really was be myself. And so I decided I was going to be myself and encourage everybody that, hey, it's okay to do this stuff. So in the middle of, we're going down this hallway, I just started saying, I like myself. I like myself. And I actually started a little bit quiet. I was more like, I like myself. Just so people around me could hear, but nothing crazy. And as soon as I got near the doors to leave the Coliseum, I started running. Literally ran the whole way back here, which is no big deal. I run miles at a time, so, you know, a half mile to me is literally nothing. But there was all these people that had left in front of me. A lot, because actually a lot of people started leaving early too. So I probably passed maybe 100 people or so on the way here. But the whole way, I got loud and loud. And if you guys know me, I can get very loud. I talk loud, just naturally. I'm kind of being quiet right now because there's people above me, people to the side of me, and I don't know how thin these walls are here. But excuse me. So running back, and I just got louder and louder. All I need is within me now. And after I said that about 20, 30 times, I started changing it up a little bit, add a little variety. All the faith I need is within me now. And I'm running this whole time. And so after, you know, probably less than a quarter mile, you know, maybe an eighth of a mile into it, I'm running, so my heart rate's going up and I'm breathing harder, but I'm saying this the whole time. All I need is within me now. So notice that breath. I don't have a lot of time to breathe, so I'm starting to run out of breath, and so I just kept going and pushing through it and fighting it, and I literally did it all the way up to the hotel here. Even when I passed everybody that left the conference and I'm all by myself, I kept going. And I kept saying it, and I'm only not saying it now because I wanted to give you guys this quick lesson. So anyway, today was incredible. This experience is amazing, and I've talked to so many people here who, you know, I definitely had some struggles to get here, and so did, you know, I wouldn't say the majority of people, but a lot of people had struggles to get here. And I haven't found a single person that isn't grateful for any of the sacrifices they had to make to get here. And it's only the second day out of 6. And all the real magic will happen on the last day. And so there's been so many amazing gifts. I literally could go home right now. I could get on a plane right now if there was one at 1:35 in the morning. And I would be completely happy and satisfied. And I wouldn't want a refund or anything. I definitely have got so much value just these first couple days, and so it's just been an amazing experience in so many ways. And there's probably 5 or 6 other things I would love, you know, lessons I'd love to teach you guys, but I don't want to go too long on this one video. To give you guys a feel for what happened today. So we started at 9, or I think it was 9:15. They said this was the record of all time. We actually went 12 hours straight with no breaks. So at 9 p.m. we went for lunch. So 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. we went to go break for lunch. And I talked about last time I drank a whole bunch of water. Well, this time I drank more. This time I had 2 of these bottles. I drank an entire one plus half another one down to like the middle of the Evian right here. And I literally didn't even feel the urge to go to the bathroom that whole 12 hours because I was so focused and pulling everything and being in state, and I didn't want to miss anything. I didn't want to go to the bathroom even if it was for like 2 minutes if I'm running and running back, and all of a sudden I missed something that just changed my life. Because those moments happen all throughout the day at different moments where I'll take a little note, not even just the words they said, maybe it triggered something in my mind like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of this, and it connects to this lesson, and that just changed my life, and I'll take a little note in my book. And it had nothing to do with the exact words that Tony was saying. And so, anyway, So we went 12 hours straight. We had an hour for lunch, and then from 10 to now, basically to about 1:30. So 10, 11, 12, 1. I don't know how long it is. It's like 15, 16 hour day. But that, see, I was thinking about this in the seminar today, and a lot of people are like, why would I go do that? Get no sleep, do 12 and 16 hour days with no breaks, and it sounds all stressful and all this stuff. And I want to just leave you with one thing that actually last month that unleashed the power within. And Tony left us with, this is just a great gift. If you can't, you must. If you ever find yourself saying, well, I can't, then I encourage you to start turning the rest of that story of your life into I must. If I can't, I must. If I can't, I must. And I've done this. This is exactly how I got to this freaking event. I had a lot of troubles getting here financially, talking with my wife, time commitments, everything. And there was somewhere in the middle of that, I realized I was making excuses, and in my mind it was like, oh, Jason, I can't get here. And as soon as I caught myself saying that, I had said it for several days, but when I caught myself, I immediately was like, that is not going to control my life. If I can't, I must. And I found out a way to get here, and I'm here, and it's changed my whole life just in the first couple days. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get some sleep tonight, or this morning, whatever it is. So anyway, I hope this has helped you guys some and give you a little preview of what's happening here, and maybe a little preview, if anything, just a little preview into how crazy and I have more to the story. That whole run I just did, I would have never done that if there was an exercise we hadn't done earlier today, and it's about finding a primary question, but I'm not going to go into that in this video. We'll save that to some other lesson sometime. So anyway, guys, to your ultimate success, God bless, and take care, everybody.